Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I apologize for having fan having to be going in the background. Unfortunately, we're having some issues with this new air conditioning system that was installed last month. So it's kind of turning on. Fortunately, it's not that terribly hot out. I mean, it's still over 100 degrees, but at least it wasn't like, or it isn't like how it was last week. Yeah, a little bit nuts. Um, but yeah, it's like I said, it's kind of coming on, but it's not staying on for very long, and it's taking a lot for it to come on. So something's going on. So yeah, I'm having to have the fan going in order to have some cooler air blowing in through here. Otherwise, it's like sweltering. So I apologize for the background noise in case you can hear it. So anyway, yeah, what I really wanted to do today is to talk to you all about a topic I kind of started, or I kind of touched on it a little bit yesterday with the video that I posted about all the retrogrades and the chaotic energy that's going on and so forth. Um, but yeah, I'm definitely feeling a lot better. Taking a night off and decompressing and just doing some meditation, inner work, so on and so forth. Definitely feeling so much better. And yes, I went back to watching one of my favorite TV shows. They came out with a new episode yesterday, so yeah, I definitely made sure I watched that actually last night. So yay! Anyway, enough about that. So, um, yeah, I kind of touched on yesterday about watching or tuning in to messages that might be coming through some of your other planetary or asteroid placements. Okay, when I had discussed about my Lilith, and basically Lilith is the darkest point of the moon where it's placed at the time and place of your birth. Okay, when you're born. So and so basically what it represents is your deepest, darkest desires. Okay, Lilith, in case you don't know, yes, Lilith is a part is an aspect of the moon. Okay, but basically, Lilith, mythologically speaking, okay, getting a little bit of background. Lilith was supposed to be the very first wife of Adam before Eve. Okay. However, she was being a little bit too assertive, wanting her to basically be herself a little bit too much, and that just didn't suit Adam. Basically, the story goes is that when it came to like sexual relations, she wanted to be the one who was on top, so on and so forth, and not really be willing to take that more submissive role as what kind of Eve had done. Um, Supposedly, was supposed to be like it or what have you. But anyway, she was banished. And she basically made a deal with the devil and so on and so forth. And um, she was ousted. And then, of course, Eve was created. Excuse me. So, but that's not really what I was going to be discussing. But anyway, so yeah, for me, with where my Lilith is placed, my deepest, darkest desire is that in freedom, in my own creation of freedom and independence, which is very, very me. I do not go with the grain on too much at all. And yeah, it does cause a lot of issues with me and so forth. Can cause quite a few anxieties and everything, but that's the way I am. I'm a free thinker. I'm not somebody who goes, like for instance, if I actually do go shopping, which is a rarity, I'm not really somebody who's all into fashion and so on and so forth. I don't follow trends or anything. I go with what I like. Okay. If I'm a real down to earth sort of person, t-shirt, pair of shorts or capris or sweatpants or whatever, I'm good to go. I could care less about all the name brands and so forth out there. Yeah, there are some name brands that I do buy. I'm a little bit it's mostly because I'm particular. You know, like for instance, my socks. I'm actually looking at it. I have my foot sticking out below me here, and it just caught my eye. I was like, yeah, I am a little particular, but it's only because of the quality, you know, and what it is that I prefer. Okay, but still, yeah, if if it they could be called Joe Schmo socks for all I care, but it's because I like them, and I know that also when I buy them, they're gonna last me for a while. You know, they're not gonna be falling apart on me in a month, which has happened to me before. So excuse me, I kind of stay clear of those brands because of it. So yeah, anyway, like I said, you know, like you know, when it comes to certain things and so forth, you know, I whether it's watching TV shows or movies or buying clothes or accessories or this or that, I buy what I like. I watch what I like. I could care less about keeping up with the Joneses or what have you. Gosh, especially in this day and age with social media, if you were to try and do that, and it's like, you know, you got something that's popular 1 second, and the next second, everybody, the whole world's moved on to something that's like, and I'm just like, whoa, wait a minute, what happened to this? I mean, we used to say that, but now it's even worse, you know, especially with social media. So, and streaming services, you know, things are just so much more hands-on now and everything. But anyway, yeah, I'm somebody who likes to carve my own niche and so forth. Follow my own trend. Shoot, I like being independent and everything. But anyway, that's not what I was going to be talking about. Kind of got off topic there. What I was going to talk to you about, hey, if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? That's the way I look at it. What I was going to talk to you all about was, you know, a lot of people, when they go to watch like tarot readings and so on and so forth, they'll use a lot of people, especially people who are just starting or who aren't really into it or whatever, they'll gravitate to what is known as their sun sign. So, and basically it's the sign that everybody is most familiar with. You know, oh, you know, like I'm a Scorpio, or I'm a Pisces, or I'm a Capricorn, Aries, whatever. Okay. You know, and that's basically the sign that you were born under. The sign that you were born under is called your sun sign. Okay, but we're more than that. And that's when you get into your birth chart. There's several websites out there where you can get that information. You will need your birth certificate to find out certain aspects and so on and so forth. Your three most common signs, in case you don't know, are going to be your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. Basically, the moon sign is what sign the moon was in the day of your birth, and your rising sign is going to be the sign that was on the horizon at the place and the time of your birth. So that's why you need your birth certificate. Okay, so like in my circumstance, I'm actually my sun, moon, and rising are Scorpio, Libra, and Leo. I have to think on that sometimes. But there's also other aspects that are out there as far as, you know, your planetary placements are concerned. The Lilith, of course, we already discussed, but then you've also got asteroids like Chiron and Ceres and so forth. And that's all going to be different. So when it comes to watching those videos out there, okay, it can really, sometimes when you're watching them, watching those readings, sometimes yeah, maybe your sun sign is resonating with you 100%. Maybe the whole message. Maybe it might just be just one particular part of that message. Maybe the rest of it is just like, okay, this doesn't pertain to me. But maybe there was just one little thing that came out. It could just be the message, or it could be something so minuscule as maybe a color on a card, maybe it's just one of the cards themselves, or what have you, okay? And it can also be a good idea to know what your other placements are, so in that way, if you can watch other videos, maybe you're getting called to other videos, maybe it's just, maybe I should go check out my Gemini video. Maybe I should, or maybe it's it could be just simple as that, or maybe it's the title associated with one of those videos that's maybe calling to you or something. So it can be a good idea to at least watch the videos for your three main signs, okay? And it may just wind up being little bits of information coming out of each of those videos to come together to make a whole message, okay? Or maybe if nothing is resonating with you with those three videos, maybe it could be something as obscure as maybe your Lilith, or maybe your Venus sign, or something like that, or maybe your Chiron. I know most people don't do videos based off of Chiron. Or excuse me, what am I thinking? I know what I'm trying to think here, but anyway, maybe, okay, like for instance, if your Chiron is an Aries, which mine is, okay, maybe go watch the Aries video, okay? It could just be, uh, you know, a combination of messages coming out, a little bit here, a little bit there, and everything, and then it comes together to make the whole. Okay, and it just kind of really depends on what might be calling to you at that particular moment or time. Like I said, it could be just, you get that little inkling in your brain, or in your heart or whatever, that says, you know what, maybe, I should go and check out my Aries video. Maybe, maybe there's something calling to me with my first house, or my seventh house or something. Excuse me. Or maybe, or like I said, it could just be the title of the video or something. So, and it could be also not just necessarily with that, but it could be from multiple readers even. So it can be a good idea to have multiple people that you follow, because those messages can come through. Of course, doing your own readings helps as well. So that's the reason why I had mentioned yesterday about here lately, there's been things that have been really resonating with me with my Lilith, because in several ways that's kind of the direction that I'm going. I am, especially when it comes to my career path and everything, I'm really forging my own path that is going against the grain with what society dictates. So, but yeah, I thought I would share that with you all. And also, that was another thing that I was going to mention also. Sometimes, too, it can be a situation where maybe you're dealing with somebody, and maybe you're being called to watch somebody else's videos. It's called being a cross-watcher. Like, for instance, with what happened with me earlier, there's somebody that I've known for about a couple years now, something like that. And it was really quite kind of interesting. It's like, yeah, that's this person. I know that they're a Capricorn, but I also know that their moon sign is Gemini. And there was something, and I know I mention her all the time, NJ Cranmore over there on Soulful Revolution TV on YouTube. She brought out the, let's see here, the Gemini video, Taurus and Gemini videos today for the mid-month readings. And it was really quite interesting, because that Gemini video, wow, that was calling to me like you would not believe. And I know that this person has been going through things for the last couple of years also. That it was really quite, I don't feel that everything within that message was really resonating with them. Then again, I don't know everything that this person has been going through. But I do know some of the things, and wow. And I was like, yeah, you need to know, you need to watch this video. Because there's definitely some messages coming through. So yeah, it'll be kind of interesting to find out their reaction. Of course, they're like, "Oh yeah, I'll check it out, whatever." But whether they do or not, that's going to be a whole nother thing. So, but anyway, yeah. Um, so sometimes, it could be messages coming through that way, also, and they could be relating to you. Okay, that's the reason why I was bringing it up. It could be that maybe you need to relay a message to somebody, or it could be something that is in relation to yourself. Of course, you all know that I have also been going through some things, especially, health issues or what have you, for the last, well, basically year and a half. But the things that was mentioned in that video really resonated with that, with what I know that um, uh, my friend has been going through. So anyway, yeah. And interestingly, my actually my south node, as far as my two nodes are concerned, my south node is in Gemini. So also kind of interesting, especially since, of course, when we talk about the nodes, we're talking about the moon. And yeah. So, and I guess that's how, kind of in a way, how we're connected or what have you. So anyway, yeah, yeah, like I said, a lot of times, those things, they can just kind of come at you out of nowhere, you know, and it's going to depend on how in tune you are with your intuition, and in determining what it is hitting you or not. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I just wanted to pop up here and talk about that. I know I keep looking outside because we got looks like we got more storms coming in. I love this time of year. July and August, they're two of my favorite times of the year, at least out here with living in the desert, because I love my storms. I can't help it. And this is monsoon season, so it's like, yay! I just love storms. I can't help it. I know in many ways I miss my hurricanes from back east. But I know people. Anytime I say that to people, they're like, "What? Are you out of your mind?" I'm like, "Are you kidding me? That's fun." Going for those hurricane walks. I know anybody watching from the East Coast. Anybody who lives on the coast. Was be the Gulf Coast or in the South along the coast, you know exactly what I'm talking about with those hurricane walks. Oh, and I miss them. That sea foam, that salty sea foam blowing across the sand, and that salt air smelling. Oh, I miss that. What can I say? I know. Even going through it and everything, some of them can be like, oh my gosh, is this thing ever going to end? But then some of them are just like, whoa! And you can never predict them, no matter how hard you try. Some of them, they can come in and just be, you're like, oh, this is just going to be a baby storm, and oops. I've been there, done that, been through it. Yeah. But what's really cool with these monsoons, you never know what you're going to get. I think I just did a quote, didn't I? My apologies. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Yeah, my southern coming out a little. I know. Oh, Russell Stovers, send me some. The assorted. Oh, and if you can find them, I know they don't make them anymore, but the Roman nougats, my favorite. I would love it if they could just do a whole box of Roman nougats. Bring back the Roman nougats and just do a whole box of them, just like they do with the turtles. Oh, that's the best. I love them. But anyway, so hey, like I say, if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? So anyway. All right. I hope this helps you all with clarifying some things and so forth, and also finding out how much more of a nut job that I am. Hey, I'm proud to be a nut job. Yeah. Back to the chocolate reference, aren't I? Oh, I must have chocolate on the brain. Anyway, I'm gonna have to go buy a box of Russell Stovers now. I can't help it. All right, I know. Now I'm getting all red. Oh well. So anyway, hey, I matched my shirt. What can I say? I love it. All right. Or go have myself another bowl of ice cream. Orange sherbet with chocolate sprinkles. I've been eating it like crazy. I love orange sherbet with chocolate sprinkles. Ah, I'm such a foodie. What can I say? Don't get me wrong, I do have my limitations. Seafood, no. Sorry, ain't happening. Ugh. No. Talk about, even thinking about it makes me sick. But anyway, all right. So, spicy foods, I'll take though. Even habanero isn't spicy enough for me anymore. I know, I'm nuts. Enough about food. All right. So I hope all this explanation is helping you all. Now I'm cracking myself up. Oh my gosh. And I hope that you all have a great day. And let's hope for some more rain. Help cool me off. I love it. All right. I will talk at you later. I love you all. Bye bye.